Yo, how you doing, beautiful people? I'm your host Joku, man. Welcome back to another video of mine. Challenge equals growth. That means up the only way to go. Stay blessed and continue elevating beautiful people. Last chapter we had a beautiful introduction to chapter 7, and it was a beautiful story about heaven and hell and how the negative positive basically in the mind. And it was like this belligerent samurai was trying to, I don't know. I believe attain some wisdom from some a monk meditating, or a Zen master, excuse me, and he was to let him know that your fury, the anger, hatred you have, that's hell, and gratitude and joy that you feel, it's heaven. And that was a beautiful, beautiful introduction, and I love the way it was delivered. I might like I need to like put that up somewhere, like a saved bio or tattoo. That was beautiful. But let's continue, man. I don't want to waste too much of your time, man. Let's get to it. It's not possible to just entirely stop thinking. But what we can do is reduce the time we spend thinking so that it gets smaller and smaller each day that passes. Eventually, we can get to the point where we spend most of our day not caught up in our thinking and live in a blissful state most of the time. When we say that we want to stop thinking, many people assume that we are trying to stop all thoughts in general. This isn't what we're trying to do. Now that you know the difference between thoughts and thinking, we are working on allowing thoughts to come and flow through us while we're minimizing the thinking about those thoughts that emerge. The most interesting and almost paradoxical thing about stopping our thinking is that we don't have to do anything to minimize it, or other than to be aware of it. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say or. It was other. By us becoming aware that we are thinking and that it is the root cause of our suffering, it is automatically make us conscious to that fact, and we become detached to it, allowing it to settle and pass. This takes almost no effort and is done through pure presence in the moment. Here is an analogy from one of my mentors that illustrates this concept. Imagine I give you a bowl of cloudy, dirty, murky water. If I ask you how you would make the water clear, how would you do it? Take 15 seconds to see what comes up before moving. So if I was given a bowl of dirty, murky water and I had to make it clear, I'll try to. Wow. I think I'll set the bowl still and then watch all of that, the dirt fall at the bottom and try to scoop that out some way, shape, or form, or like a net or something. Most people say along the lines of filtering the water or even boiling it. Exactly. Filtering the water or boiling it. What people don't realize is that if we let the bowl of dirty water sit for a period of time, we can see the dirt begin to settle on its own in the water for a while. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I just said. The water becomes clear on its own. Exactly what I just said. Bro, I'll be ahead, bro. I'll be so like, this is how our minds also work. If we let our thinking sit without disturbing it by trying to filter or boil it, thinking will settle down on its own and our minds will become free from thinking. The natural state of water is clear, and the natural state of our mind is also clear. If we do not disturb it, if life begins to feel unclear, disorganized, stressful, and you're not sure what to do next, you now know that it is only because of your thinking is stirring up the dirt, making your mind cloudy and difficult to see ahead. You can use this as an indicator to help you realize that you're thinking way too much. Once we become aware of the fact that we are only feeling what we're thinking, and that thinking is the root cause of our unpleasant experience, we see for what it truly is. Then we allow it to settle by giving it space. And slowly, we will see how we begin to have a clear mind again. You can also compare thinking to quicksand. The more we fight our thinking, the more it amplifies the negative emotions and the worse it gets. The same is true for quicksand. If we were in quicksand, the way out isn't to fight it. If we panic or frantically try to fight it, it only makes things worse by tightening the grip it has on us and pulling us in under faster. The only way out is to stop struggling and allow the natural buoyancy of your body to take over, to bring you back to the surface with ease. The only way to break free from our thinking, is to let go and trust that our natural inner wisdom will guide us back to clarity and peace like it always has. That was beautiful. Should I continue? I'm going to continue. If you find yourself fluctuating between thinking and non-thinking, know that it is completely okay and quite normal. There is no way that we can remain in a state of non-thinking every second of every day. And if we try to make that a goal, we will cause ourselves to suffer by forcing ourselves back into thinking again. We are spiritual, infinite beings having a physical, finite experience. Because of this, we are literally a living gateway between the human and the divine. So we will naturally isolate between the two state of feeling anxious, stressed, and joyful, peaceful. We cannot control or prevent the oscillation between thinking and non-thinking, but we can minimize the time spent in thinking and thus creating more moments where we do feel joyful, peaceful, passionate, and full of love. Although not being able to control when we begin to think can seem like we are crushed with inevitable fate, it is not something to worry about because we can always return to the state of non-thinking. It is just part of our beautiful human experience. What can give us true peace is knowing that we always have this state of pure peace, love, and fulfillment underneath any thinking that we may ever have at any given moment. That beautiful state we always want is something we can never lose, but only forget. But just because we can forget, it doesn't mean it's not there. Just like when it becomes night and the sun sets, we know that sun is always there. We just can't see it. If we thought when the sun sets that it may never come back, then understandably, we will have a lot of anxious and fearful thoughts. The same is true for our state of being. We are ever really one moment away from remembering that we always have that infinite well of clarity, love, joy, peace, and fulfillment. We will forget sometimes, but when we do remember and realize that we are caught up in our thinking, when we experience negative emotions, that alone will allow us to return back home to our natural, beautiful state. All we have to do is remember it. Know that this is just our thinking, and have peace knowing that the sun is not gone forever and that it will rise again soon enough. Having that understanding will allow us to also appreciate the nighttime for its existence and role in the universe. From that, we can see how it is meant to be a part of our human experience and begin to cherish its beauty as much as the sun. And that's something I would like to continue to spread to everyone. I was just having a beautiful conversation about this book with someone at the gym. And when I was talking about my routine of going to the gym and expressing the wisdom I share on my YouTube channel, he also showed me, structure he been working on with his partner and how it can help them become better, mentally stable in moments where they feel agitated or overstimulated. And I can see how powerful, like reading this book, how I can open up to others, in conversation. Before, I normally would never do that. And it's also has enlightened me on how important this book is in real life structure, because it is important to take care of your mind first, especially when you get up in the morning. Like, don't just get up and just hook yourself to the phone and just scroll mindlessly away, Sit, rest for 30 to 2 hours before, even leaving your room, like not leaving your room, leaving your home out into the world without taking care of yourself first, mentally, because everything is 90% mental and 10% physical. So that is very, very important. A very important to understand is that we're only one thought away from being back to where we can enjoy the experience that we're currently having. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but acknowledge that it's overwhelming and it's just the negative thoughts that's overwhelming you. You thinking. They make it sound so simple, but I truly get the deeper meaning of it all, because you don't have to react to every negative thought you have. And that's all I have to say, beautiful people. Thank you guys again for coming on to today's video. If you guys did enjoy the content, man, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, my beautiful people, always remember that challenge equals growth. That means up the only way to go. Stay blessed and continue elevating. Much love from your boy Joku. Peace.